Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 7 races at Ascot on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the likely conditions. We're expecting a sunny day in Perth, around 25 degrees Celsius, the track to be in the good 4 range and the rail to be in the 11 metre position. Race number 1 will jump at 1:04. It's the Secretary Rex Toogood handicap over 1600 metres. It's for 3-year-olds without a Metro win in the last year. The replay horse, going to look at number 3 here, Aconite, finishing 5th at Ascot, behind Invisible Pro and ahead of Alta Solamore.
They're well back. The sprint's on though in earnest. At the 250, Lucky Raw gathered in by In Love with Paris, who went past it that quickly it gave it blisters. 2 lengths behind them, Invisible Pro, Gifted Warrior, then Arctic Stream down the outside. In Love with Paris though, home and hosed here in the third. Toogood comes away, wins from Gifted Warrior. Tight third, Invisible.
Aconite was a little bit unlucky in the replay race. Gets a weight pull here on Invisible Pro. I think Invisible Pro had all the favours in that run. Aconite less so, was blocked for a run. Has poor Ascot numbers on face value, 0 from 3, but that includes 2 4th places and 1 5th, so it's not terrible, and did win 2 in a row this preparation before the replay race and wasn't all that lucky. So Aconite goes on top here from number 1, Invisible Pro, certainly knocking on the door for a second win, and he looks like one to follow out of the race behind In Love with Paris. I've got these 2 clearly on top here. Number 2, Monash, is 7th up, was beaten easily in a similar race last time out, didn't even make the placings, was beaten over 3 lengths on a head-to-head with Alta Solamore. There's not too much to choose between them, and that's why number 4, Alta Solamore, is the 4th selection here. Race number 1, going with number 3, Aconite, to beat number 1, Invisible Pro, 2, Monash, and 4, Alta Solamore. Race number 2 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 1:39. It's the Carbine Club Life member Tony Brennan handicap over 1600 metres. It's a Class 3 56 plus affair. The replay horse, going to look at number 2, Midnight Sky, winning at Ascot on Anzac Day.
They come around the corner, straightening up at the 275. He broke 2 in front of Laurentinio. Pike now works Midnight Sky out to the middle of the track, and it's coming with a great run. Midnight Sky at the 100, ranges up, grabbed the lead from 44 Red. They beat off Laurentinio, and Midnight Sky pulls away under hands and heels from the Whiz to beat 44 Red.
Midnight Sky is very well related, and she won first up for Adam Durant, previously in the yard of Grant and Alana Williams. She is a half-sibling of Demonetarisation that won a black type race in New Zealand and the 2-time Perth Cup runner-up in Neverland, and looks really, really well placed here. Expect it to work through the grades, and the format of her last run has been franked, albeit in a pretty poor Saturday race, by 44 Red. So Midnight Sky goes on top. Number 4, Scoreline, he's 13th up since December, was blocked for a run on each of his last 2 runs, was also wide last start, but did run really well in the Apprentices race 3 starts ago when just behind Fast Like the Wind in a race that's not particularly deep outside of the favourite. Scoreline goes in for second. Number 1, Yeah Bravo's 5th up in WA, first preparation over here for Neville Parnham, used to be in the Chris Waller yard. Speed ratings have been improving with every start, over race the last 2 races here, and he did beat Scoreline at the same weights 2 starts ago. He certainly goes into the numbers. And then down the bottom, number 7, Sky Rhythm, makes the trip down the highway for Sarah Charles, having a first city run for a couple of years. On top selection in race number 2, going with number 2, Midnight Sky, very much clear of number 4, Scoreline, 1, Yeah Bravo, and 7, Sky Rhythm. Race number 3 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:14. It's the President Kieran Glynn Plate over 1400 metres. It's for 2-year-olds without a Metro win. The replay horse, going to look at number 2, Admiral Promo, winning at Ascot on the 18th of April.
Miss Frost dashes up, grabs the lead from Rebel Yell. They're 2 in front of Fingermark, and now into the clear comes Admiral Promo, starting to wind up with Wild Galar. Miss Frost at the 100 metres just in front, but being tackled here on the outside by Admiral Promo. Admiral Promo ranges up in the club's colours and gets the money. Admiral Promo beats either Miss Frost or Fingermark.
Admiral Promo had a number of his Wednesday rivals in the replay race further behind. Fingermark, Wild Galar, Venus Schnitzel, and She's Got Merit are all in this race. Really liked the performance, good acceleration from the 600 to the 200, and was probably the strongest of the leaders over the last 200 metres as well. Second up, Relations won over 2,000 metres, so I don't think 1,400 is going to be anything of a problem. And looking back at the trials, have to say in hindsight, it was a really good trial behind Valor Road, who won the Karrakatta Plate. So Admiral Promo goes on top. I think the danger is number 11, She's Got Merit. Second up today, was inconvenienced near the 400 last time out, but did get clear and post the fastest last furlong. Has won well without luck in all of her runs, to be honest, including last preparation, over-raced on debut, was slow away, blocked and lost a plate third up, and was second behind Nicelli in the Crystal Sipper in the second race. She's Got Merit from a low draw, goes in for second. Then number 1, Global Reset, was 8th in the size produce after winning a maiden pretty impressively on a midweek card. And number 6, also from the Simon Miller yard, Prince of Promises. Both runs have rated pretty similarly, would probably have to improve to win here, but third up is certainly a chance of 2 second places. My top selection in race number 3, going with number 2, Admiral Promo, to beat 11, She's Got Merit, 1, Global Reset, and 6, Prince of Promises. Race number 4 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:52. It's the Carbine Club of WA Handicap over 1,800 metres. It's for horses without a Metro win in the last 12 months. The replay horse, going to look at number 9, Midnight Blanquet, going back to back on Anzac Day.
The middle of the track, that's where the first 2 winners have come from so far. At the 250, 1 All got its nose in front. Midnight Banquet looked the immediate danger. Hey Magic's getting a run towards the inside. I don't like Fast as the Wind. Midnight Banquet, 1 Auger together from Hey Magic. It's Midnight Banquet and 1 Aug. They went to it. Midnight Banquet has won it narrow.
That was the 8th run of Midnight Banquet's preparation, but Owen Cockin may have found the secret to this galloper. Has won both of his last 2 races. Both of them have been over course and distance at Ascot, 1,800 metres. And on the bottom of the handicap here, it's hard to get away from. I think may represent the value in what is a typically even staying kind of race. So 9 goes on top from number 3, Wonorg, that was behind Midnight Banquet in the replay race. Only got beaten and neck there. Wonorg was scratched from a race on Saturday to be kept for this. Merrill Haley, the trainer. This horse is 9 years of age, but in reasonably good form. Number 8, Hey Magic, is probably the most talented of the horses in this race, but he's simply a non-winner, certainly at Ascot. 14 runs for 5 minor placings, finished 3rd in the replay race. And then number 6, Fast as the Wind, was probably too bad to be true last start behind Midnight Blanquet. The trainer Adam Durant applies blinkers for the first time. This will be her 13th race and does get that weight relief from Brodie Kirby. My top selection in race number 4, going with number 9, Midnight Blanquet, to complete a hat-trick, beat 3, Wonorg, 8, Hey Magic, and 5, Fast as the Wind.